Welcome to day 18 of www.PSLE-math.blog. Today we'll be covering decimals, and this is our first question on decimals. Let's read the question as always. The mass of flour in a bag is 5.7 kg. It was repacked into packets of 0.4 kg each. Now we have to get a clear picture of what's happening here. I want you to understand what the question is saying. So you have a big bag of flour, right? It is used to make bread and whatnot. And this could be like the provision shop. Provision shop receives or buys a big bag of flour, which is 5.7 kg. But the customers do not want so much flour. They only want 0.4 kg. So this is 5.7 kg, and the shopkeeper, and we are imagining a shopkeeper here, is repacking this flour into smaller packets so that their customers would buy them, because the customers are not interested in buying 5.7 kg of flour. So this is 0.4 kg. Question asks, what was the most number of packets, these small packets, 0.4 kg packets of flour that were repacked? Means as you repack this flour into smaller packets, how many of these smaller packets will you be able to get? The weight, it has to be a full pack. That means a full pack is 0.4 kg, 0.4 kg. If there is any balance, let's say 0.2 kg or 0.1 kg, that packet cannot be counted, because you're not going to sell your customers less than 0.4 kg of flour in a pack, right? It's not fair. It's not fair. You got to make sure that every packet is 0.4 kg, and if it does not meet the weight or the mass of 0.4 kg, you're not going to include that as one of the packets to be sold. So how do we do it? This? It's very simple actually. You just divide. This is simple division. 5.7 divided by 0.4. Now for some students this becomes a problem, because they do not know how to divide with a decimal place. So what we can do is, instead of having it as 5.7, we can times both by the same number, and it does not make a difference. For example, let me show you an example. Let's say now I see it's 10 divided by 2. What's your answer? 10 divided by 2? It's 5. Now when you multiply both of them by the same number and you divide them, you're still going to get the same answer. Watch this. Let's say I multiply this by 2. It's 20. Divided by, multiply this by 2. 4. 20 divided by 4, I get 5, 2. So what we can do is to multiply this by a number to get rid of the decimal point, so that it is easier for us to divide, especially what you're going to divide it by. If this is without a decimal point, it's easier to divide. So I'm going to times this by 10. 5.7 times 10, you shift by one decimal place, it's 57, right? And divide here. You times this by 10. If you times this by 10, you have to times the other by 10. So if you times this by 10, you shift the decimal place, this becomes, right, 4. So it's 57 divided by 4. Alright, okay. So all you need to do is take 57 divided by 4. 57 divided by 4. 4, there's 1 here. 5 minus 4 is 1, bring the 7 down. And 17 cannot divide by 4, but 16 can. 16 divided by 4, you get 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 17 minus 16, you get 1. And you can write your answer as 14, 1 out of 4 as a fraction. But if you want to find out the answer in decimal, you put a dot here, put a dot here, put a dot here. All right, and you can add as many zeros as you want. You want like 10 zeros, you can, but you continue to divide until you have no more remainder. So bring the 0 down here, right? You have 10. Imagine it's 10. 10 divided by 4, you can have 8 over here. 8 is 2, right? 10 minus 8 is 2. Bring another 0 down. Bring another 0 down. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. And there's no more remainder. So the answer is 14.25 packets. 14.25 packets, what does it mean? It means that the smaller packets, when you repack 5.7 kg, you will get 14 packets, full packets of 0.4 kg, and there will be some left over. 1/4 of that packet is actually left over. Alright, so your answer is the maximum number he can repack is 14. That's your answer.